All right, Rosie, let's see if you got any audio here. Check 1 2, check 1 2. I'm going to stop the stream real quick and see if All right, I'm back. We'll see if that will hold. I switched hotspots, so we'll see if I can get a better signal off of this one. 39-37, good JV game. Game of runs, back and forth we go as we get ready to start the fourth quarter in this JV contest. So let me know how I sound out there, Rosie. Get ready to start the second half of district play here in just a little bit. Viper basketball in this JV contest. On the attack, right side. Top of the key. Back in and back out. Long shot, but 3 off the iron, short rebound, tipped around, kicked around. Loose ball scramble. Stony Point got away with the travel and a foul on the Vipers. Here comes Stony Point, left to right, as the fourth quarter underway here in this JV contest. Top of the key, number 5 with it. In the paint. In the paint a long time. Ball poked away, but he gets it back. There's a steal and a put back up off the iron. No good. The rebound pulled down by Stony Point, and the Vipers come away with the basketball. Pushing it up right to left. We'll try it here, and if this doesn't work, we'll scale it back down to where I was before. Still 39-37, 6:10 to go. Scramble forward in the far corner. Stony Point comes away with the basketball. Off the iron, no good. Tigers intercepted by Vandegrift. A lot of action, no scoring. Pass to the right side. And high up the glass and in. All right, we should be back. It was holding up here before I got greedy, so we'll see if it stays put. And Rosie, just let me know if the audio is okay, and if so, I'll be quiet here, and we'll let it ride for the rest of the night. All right, audio is good. All right, I'm going to be quiet and let this game play out. And no need to set me live, obviously, because we're already live. So we should be good to go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to start talking for real. Thank you, ma'am.
Wi-Fi, right? I can't get connected to it. They don't even give me that. They say actually connected no internet because that's the needed, and then nothing doesn't go there. Open it up and just throw something back in, and that's it.
Hit the Wi-Fi button and it would say,
That's what I'm used to. Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't care that much. It's just more stable.
Good evening and welcome to Vandegrift Vipers basketball on the Vype Live Network. My name is Merle Bertrand, coming to you live from Stony Point High School in Round Rock. Joined by our QA tonight, Rosie Vega, as the Vipers begin the second half of district play against the Stony Point Tigers. Coach Jaime Sierra's Vipers are looking to get back in the win column after a rough week last week. Vandegrift faded in the second half at Round Rock last Friday night and fell 56-38 to the Dragons, dropping them into a tie with the Dragons for second place at 6-2 in the district and 20-6 overall. First-year head coach Corey Graham's Stony Point Tigers got off to an absolutely horrible start, opening the season with 15 straight losses. Since then, however, the Tigers have settled down and gone 4-5, including 3 district wins. So, although Stony Point is just 4-20 overall, they are remarkably still very much alive in the playoff race at 3-5, one game behind Vista Ridge and Cedar Ridge for the final playoff spot. And with that in mind, Let's take a peek at the updated District 25 6A standings and give you a look at where things stand at the halfway mark. Westwood, you see there, they're in command, leading the way at 8-0 and 2 games up with tiebreakers over both Vandegrift and Round Rock. So the Warriors in pretty good shape right now. The Vipers and Dragons have a 2-game cushion over both the Ridges for the final playoff spot. And Vipers fans should note that Vandegrift has a tiebreaker on everyone in the district except for Westwood and Round Rock. So while the district title hopes took a major hit last week, Vandegrift is still the favorite to be the top Division II seed from the district as long as one of those bigger schools behind them doesn't sneak past Vista Ridge. We'll worry about more of that in a couple of weeks should the Vipers be fortunate enough to maintain their pace and get into the playoffs. Still a lot of basketball left to be played. And the Vipers need to get back to playing playoff caliber basketball first. So that sets the table here. We'll take a break and be right back for more of the pregame. The internet has been a little dicey tonight. I've not been able to get onto the Round Rock ISD Wi-Fi for whatever reason. So it's been a little dicey for the JV contest. What a thrill that one was. But we'll do the best you can. If it drops off, I'll stop the stream and start it right back up again. You shouldn't miss much. So just stick around, be patient. And you're watching Vandegrift Vipers basketball on the Vype Live Network. And welcome back to Stony Point High School in Round Rock, Texas. Merle Bertrand here with you, along with our QA tonight, Rosie Vega, back in the comfy, cozy Vype Live studios. And big special thanks to Trey Herring and the Vandegrift Boys Basketball Booster Club, along with our full-court sponsor, Ryan Company's Commercial Real Estate Development and Construction. Our half-court sponsors, the Independence Title and Epiphany Dermatology. Our three-point sponsors, Quinlan Park Dental and Hines Pool and Spa. And our game-based sponsors are Herring Pool Services, Austin Aesthetic Atelier, Med Spa and Wellness Care in Austin, Prep U Body Care Products for Teens, New Vitro Virtual Functional Wellness Clinic, and the Underwood team at Compass. Also thanks to our golf tournament hole sponsors, Wayne Weigel with State Farm Insurance, Tomlin Family Orthodontics, A. Newman Interiors, Trinity Masonry Company, Restore Hyper Wellness, and Crown Trio, Elevated Licensed Apparel for schools and booster clubs. This will be the 21st overall meeting between these two programs, although Vandegrift snapped a 10-game losing streak with a 77-57 win at the Viper Pit to open district play way back on December 3rd. Stony Point still leads the series 14 games to 6, and the Vipers haven't won here in 6 years. Tonight also marking our 843rd Vipers cast overall in all sports as KMAX Sports and now Vype Live since 2009, and our 273rd Vandegrift Boys basketball broadcast. Vipers warming up on the court to the right. By the way, if you're a Stony Point fan and you're looking for your broadcast, it's there. Go back to Vype.com and click on you'll see both broadcasts listed there. Tyler Olson is sitting about 20 feet away from me doing the Stony Point broadcast, so click on the one that's got the Stony Point icon on the left side, and you should have Tyler, although, of course, you're welcome to listen to our broadcast as well. So Vipers 20-6 overall, more importantly 6-2 in district play. Stony Point just 4-20 overall, but 3-5 in the district. Still very much alive in the playoff race. There's the standings again in case you missed it earlier or signed on just a couple minutes late. We've also got Westwood against McNeil tonight on the Vype Live Network. From over at Westwood, we'll give you scoring updates for that one as the night wears on. And Round Rock taking on Vista Ridge, Hutto taking on Cedar Ridge. That's an important game right there. Stony Point and Hutto both 3-5, just one game off the playoff chase right now as we start the second half of district play. Vipers will be off on Friday night, so they've lost a couple of games in a row. Probably have a pretty in their mouth. They need to get back in the win column here tonight before they head to the bye on Friday. So we'll see how it goes here tonight. This is a close game back in December at the Viper Pit. So the Vipers had a good second half. Vandegrift riding 23 points of Hayden Brannon. We haven't seen that kind of output from him since then, as far as I know. Trey Block had 14 points, Herring with 13, and Henry DeFore with 12. So 4 Vipers in double digits in that 77-57 win. Back at the Viper Pit before Christmas. Emails open, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. Give a shout out to your favorite player. Vipers in the road black tonight with the white numerals in trim. Stony Point in the white home jerseys. I see blue trim. I'm not sure what the rest of their jersey looks like. The JV had these pale gold numbers, which are very hard to read. I'm praying that Stony Point's got blue numerals, but we'll see. Give a shout out to my mom tuned in from the great state of Illinois, #1 Viper fan in the state of Illinois. She's laughing because we're expecting some winter weather here this week. Our annual weekly winter in Texas to hit this weekend. Clock is ticking down. Getting a kick out of the scoreboard on the left. I'm sure they're not laughing about it here, but you see it there on the left side. It says VIPTIG, and on the right side it says TIG VIP. So a little technical error there with the scoreboard. We'll see if they can get that resolved. They didn't get it in the JV contest, but we know who is who, and we'll send it over to our PA for tonight's pregame ceremonies.
Our nation. For your teams. Go ahead and start off with the Vandegrift Vipers. We have guard 5'10", number 0, Henry DeFore. Guard 6'1", junior, number 1, Dustin Henry. Guard 6'7", number 4, Brady. Guard 6'5", number 11, guard 6'2", number 24, Playground. And now for your Stony Point Tigers. Number 1, Draw. 2. Number 3. Chase. One stop. Roll. 6. Number 5. RJ Blue. Roll. Sophomore. Number 15. Carter Jones. Roll. 2. Number 21. Blaze Rush.
All right, so there you have the starting five. First for the Vandegrift Vipers, the usual starting five. Number 0, Henry DeFore, 1, Destin Herring, 4, Hayden Brandon, 11, Preston Kirkendall, 24, Trey Block for the Vipers in the road block going from left to right. For the Stony Point Tigers, number 1, Joe Davis, 3, Jace Foster, 5, R.J. Claude, 15, Carter Jones, and number 21, Blake Brosh. For Stony Point in the home white with the navy blue and gold trim. Stony Point and block lettering across the front. Vipers, of course, with Vandegrift, as always, in lettering across the front. Second half of district play about ready to get underway. Vipers close out the first half 6-2, tied for second place with Stony Point. Got to beat the teams they should beat if they're going to make the playoffs, and it all starts tonight here from Stony Point High School in Round Rock, Texas. Happy to have you with us on a Tuesday night. Vipers control the tip, and we're underway as DeFore will get it over to Block. Give and go to Herring. Good pass down low, slam blunt to Hayden Brennan. More of that, please. Good start for the Vipers, 2-0. Pass over on the far side. Vipers come out in the zone defense. Kick it over on the far wing to R.J. Claude. We are offset a little bit to the left, as you can see, with Tyler here doing the broadcast for Stony Point. He gets center court privileges, as would be expected. He's a home broadcast. But we'll make it work either way. Pass over here to the near side. Kick it out on top to Claude. Good defense here for the Vipers. Now the attack. Give and go in the paint. The floater off the iron and rolls it in. Does Joe Davis, and we're tied at 2. 2-2 ball game. DeFore bringing it up. Working against Foster. Give and go over to Brandon, far side. Back out to Kirkendall. Kirkendall dishes in the corner. Jump shot for 3 from Block off the iron. No good. The rebound tipped. And lost it out of bounds. That should be Viper basketball, and it will be. So Vandegrift maintains possession. 6:42 to go opening quarter. Just underway on this Tuesday evening. Pass over to Block on the far side. Back on top, Kirkendall, top of the key. With the dribble. Gets it over to DeFore. DeFore picks up the dribble. Pass over to the right side to Block. Block off the screen from DeFore. To his left now, top of the key. Gets it out to Herring. Herring, dribble drive. Pass on the baseline to Brandon. Works his way down low. Goes up. Too strong. No good. Rebound. Fought for. Loose on the court. Nice job by Preston Kirkendall to save the possession and a timeout taken by head coach Jaime Sierra with 6:17 to go. Kirkendall just kind of knifing in there to save the possession for the Vipers. Nice crowd on hand for Stony Point. This program has seen massive success over the years. 3 straight 30-win seasons. New head coach this year, Coach Corey Graham in his first year. Definitely a rebuilding year of sorts. 5 seniors, 4 juniors, and 4 sophomores on the varsity roster. Plus a couple of other guys that they've added since we saw them last. Started off the year 0-15, but have since gone 4-5 to right the ship. Massive improvement for Stony Point. The forward inbound to the baseline. Gets it over to Block in the far corner. Dribble drive. Lost the handle on the way up, but draws a foul. And Trey Block will go to the line to shoot 2. And they flag Carter Jones with that foul. First foul on either squad. And Trey Block will shoot 2 from the line. First one bangs away, no good. Vipers are struggling on offense last week. And Block hits 1 out of 2. Vandegrift back up by a slender point, 3-2. Pass over on the far side. Cut off nicely by DeFore. Trapped in front of the Viper bench. Double team trap, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Corey Graham. So the Vipers turn up the screws on defense and force a turnover. Vandegrift coming in tonight averaging 57.9 points per game, giving up just 48.6. But as I mentioned, only scored 38 against Round Rock, and I think it was 36 against Westwood. So they've been struggling to find some offense the last week or so. Would love to have a nice offensive explosion like they had last time these two teams met. Stony Point scoring just 47.6 per game. They've consistently had problems scoring points while giving up 62.8. I'd like to see those numbers. If I'd been a real geek, I would have looked at those numbers over the past 7 or 8 games and see how they've evened out. 6:06 to go, first quarter. And Stony Point basketball. Inbounded in front of the scoring table, and here we go. Pass here to the near side to Agden Pemberton, who's checked in, number 4. Pemberton's got it back. Kicks it over far side to Claude. Claude with the headband. Right wing over to Carter Jones. Jones back to Claude. Lost the handle, gets it back. Side. The floater off the iron. No good. Air ball pulled down by blocking the rebound. Dribbles his way out of traffic. And Trey Block, the senior, gets it across the timeline. Still with the dribble. Nobody stops it. Good pass down low to Brandon with a fadeaway jump shot off the iron. No good. Block with the rebound. Good work on the board. Put it up and in. Nice job, Trey Block. With the offensive putback, 5-2 ball game. Vipers by 3. Tigers bringing it up. This is Davis across the timeline. Kicks it over on the far wing. Back over to Davis. Davis directing traffic. Pass near side to Jones. Davis with it. Bounce pass in the right corner. Driving to the baseline. Cut off nicely. Lost the handle on the way up. They get it back loose on the court. And Claude trying to dribble his way out of traffic. DeFore almost with the steal. Brosh with it now. Back out to Claude. 5-4 ball game. Vipers basketball. Block. Dribble drive. Top of the key. Lost the handle. Stolen away by Stony Point. Here come the Tigers' chance to reclaim the lead. Bounce pass. Stripped away. Good hustle by Herring to get back and poke it out of bounds. Devin Leinberger checking back in. Talking to Tyler. He made his first appearance the other night after working his way back into the lineup from an injury. .401 to go first quarter. Leinberger coming in for Brosh. There's a shot for 3 left side. And the rebound pulled down by Kirkendall. Block across the timeline. And a foul called on the Vipers. Away from the basketball, going to be called on Henry DeFore. Davis walking it up. Vipers clinging to a 1-point lead. Haven't missed anything. So it came back just in time for the turnover. Here comes Stony Point pushing it up the court. Pass over on the left side. Jumper for 3 from the far corner off the iron. Too strong. Rebound. Herring battling for it and comes away. We're going to get a jump ball. Good job on the boards there by number 32, Caden Spikes for Stony Point. And the possession arrow points to Stony Point. Tigers will maintain possession with 3:08 to go in this first quarter. Gavin Victorian checking in. The inbound pass for the Tigers. They get it out on top. This is Victorian. Out on top to Pemberton. Pemberton kicks it over to Victorian. Back to Pemberton. Right wing. In traffic, in the paint. Give and go down low in the right post. Most of the way up and in. Leinberger with the bucket. And Stony Point back on top, 6-5. Here comes the 4 across the timeline. Gets it over to Brannon. Brannon hands it off. Herring kicks it over the right side. Aronica, who's just checked into the game. DeFore for 3 from beyond the arc. Off the back iron, no good. Saving it. Nice job by Aronica to save it. Over to Brandon for 3, left side. Drains it! Hayden Brandon with a well-timed 3. That came at a good time. 8-6. Lost the handle, got it back, and they're going to call a foul here away from the basketball on Maddox Aronica, his first. 2:14 to go, opening quarter. 1 and 5 checking back in. That's Davis and Claude for the Tigers. They'll inbound it. Davis inbound it, gets into the corner to Lineberger. Ball poked out of bounds by Herring. He thought the Vipers had possession, but doesn't get the call. Tried to sell it. Lineberger, part of last year's successful ball club, working his way back in the lineup from injury. So he was not a factor last time these two teams played at Opal. That ball kicked away out of bounds. That should be Viper basketball, and it will be. Cedar Park girls in action against Hayes tonight. Westwood against McNeil on the Vype Live Network. Anderson also in action. Here comes the 4, bringing it up. 2 minutes to go, opening quarter. The 4 on the attack, right side, gets it out to Brannon. Brannon hands it off to Herring. Herring attacks, underhand, scoop shot up and in. Great body control by Destin Herring, and the Vipers lead it by 4. Pass to the near side to Davis. Back over in the far wing to Claude. Back in the corner and out of Brosh driving. Up in the air, nowhere to go. Gets it back out. Batted away by Herring. It'll stay with Stony Point. As Trey Block and Preston Kirkendall checking back in for Aronica and Vinny Morosco, who had checked in. Not sure how I missed Vinny, but he'll come out for a minute or two. Inbound pass to Foster. Foster hands it off to Davis. Back over to Foster. Far side to Claude. Claude on the attack. Triple team. Gets it back out to Brosh. Brosh in the corner to Claude. Back to Claude. Long shot for 3. Off the iron. No good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Stony Point. Give and go to Claude. Wild off the board. No good. The put back up. And still no good. Ball poked away but from Brannon. And then we're going to get a jump ball call. It should go to Vandegrift. .103 to go. Opening quarter. Vipers with a 4-point lead. And Trey Block will bring it up for the Vipers. Being guarded by Foster across the timeline. Pass in the corner to Herring. Good pass in the paint to Kirkendall. Hands it back off to Herring. They'll reset. Nice job by Kirkendall, not forcing it. He was too far underneath the bucket. Pass over to the far side to Block. Block out on top to Brandon. Give and go to Herring. He'll take it to the hoop, up and in. Unselfish play by Brandon to get Herring on the cut. Herring almost with the steal. Claude gets it back over to the near side to Davis on the post. Wild shot off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound. Blocked by Brandon, but Brandon with the foul. Foul number 1 on Hayden Brandon. That'll be a shooting foul with 24.9 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Joe Davis at the free throw line. Free throw up off the back of the iron, no good. That's actually not Joe Davis, pardon me. That's Jace Foster. Misses the first free throw. As the 4 going to come back in, comes in for Block. Second free throw up off the iron, no good. But the offensive rebound pulled down by Spikes to save the possession. Bounce pass, left side, Brosh for 3. That's an air ball, misses. Rebound pulled down by Aronica. Ooh, got away with stepping out of bounds. That foot was out before he got the pass off. The official didn't see it. The 4 across the timeline. The 4, dribble drive, 6 seconds. Pass in the corner, 2 seconds. Turn around, jumper off the iron. Good at the buzzer. Nice job by Maddox Aronica. And the Vipers with a late flurry will take a 14-6 lead into the second quarter. Did they give them the bucket? They haven't put it on the scoreboard yet. There it is. So quarter number 1 in the books. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Reading Vipers basketball on the Vype Live Network. Welcome back to Stony Point High School in Round Rock, Texas. Merle Bertrand here with you on this Tuesday evening. 14-6 Vandegrift. Back and forth first quarter until the Vipers put on a late surge to open up a bit of breathing room, but we know how quickly that can disappear, so I got to keep the heat on here as it'll be Tiger basketball going right to left to start the second half. Jace Foster will bring it up across the timeline for the Tigers. Pass over on the far side. Number 24 has checked in. That's Caleb Ringer. Long shot for three from beyond the arc. Off the back iron, no good. Brandon skying for the rebound. He's off to a good start. The four will bring it up. Across the timeline. In the paint and contact on the floor. The foul going to be called here on Stony Point. They're going to get Caden Spikes, a sophomore, with the foul. And checking in number 10, that's Oliver James, a 5'6" senior. The forward inbounded on the baseline. Having troubles. And they call a foul away from the basketball, I believe, on Stony Point. Called it on James, who's just checked in for the hold. That's two quick fouls here for the Tigers. The inbound pass. Herring with the fadeaway from three off the iron, short. Brandon tried to get the rebound. Stolen away backside, and then a foul going to be called here on Vandegrift, I think. Kirkendall almost had the steal, but he made a little contact, and Preston called with the foul. That's his first, team first of the second quarter. Ball goes back to Stony Point with 7:35 to go first half. Here comes Davis walking it up. Pass to the near side to James. James, far side. Davis now with it, guarded by DeFore. Pass to the near side to Foster. Back to Davis. To Brosh on the baseline. Good pass in the paint. They have to kick it back out. The Vipers recovered quickly. There's a shot for three. Left side beyond the arc. Too strong. Rebound tipped by Kirkendall. Here comes on the board. Pushes it up the right side to Herring. Herring shakes off the defense. Euro step. Reverse layup. No good, but he draws a foul. Nice job by Destin Herring with a good body control again. He'll go to the line to shoot two, I believe. Herring, the 6-foot junior guard, he'll be back next year. Vipers will be missing a lot of talent, but they've got a lot of talent coming back. Herring up and good. 5 points in the night for the junior. Trying to make it a double-digit lead here. As Evan Lineberger checking back in. Second quarter score, Westwood over McNeil, 15-9. McNeil better this year than last year, but man, Westwood's a load. Second one good for Herring. Double-digit lead, 10-point edge for the Vipers. Inside of 7 minutes to go, first half. As Davis brings it up. Pass to the near side. 24 is Ringer. Hands it off to Foster. Far side over to Davis. Vipers have not allowed much inside. There's a long shot for three. Ringer off the backboard, and the rebound pulled down by Block. Hands it off to Kirkendall. Ball poked away from behind, but it went right over to Brandon. And now stolen away by Stony Point. Behind the back dribble by Davis. Davis running the court. Nobody stops him. To the hoop. Draws the foul on the way to the hoop. Should be a floor foul. They're going to get to 4. And they're going to let him shoot. I don't agree with that. Don't argue with the foul, but it should not be a shooting foul. They're going to give it to him. And Jace Foster at the line to shoot two. Ooh, cleaned off the rim and got it to fall. Foster's first points of the night. He was 0 for 2 previously. That one too long. The rebound pulled down by Brandon. Hands it off to Herring, over to DeFore. DeFore's got to be smart. He's got 2 fouls. Dribbles through traffic, keeps the ball alive. Alley-oop slam dunk to Brandon. Second one of those tonight for Hayden Brandon. There's a floater in the paint from Ringer. Off the iron, no good. The rebound pulled down by Kirkendall. Block. Ball poked away, loose on the court. Stony Point comes up with it. Force that pass. Here come the Tigers right to left. 5:50 to go. Vipers by 11. Give and go. Down low shot. Altered by Brandon, but he's going to get called for the foul. That'll be 2 on Hayden. 7 points in the ball game for Hayden Brandon, who had 23 in the first matchup. Hasn't had an offensive output like that since. He's contributed in a number of other ways. And 2 free throws coming here for Lineberger, and the first one's good. Trying to get his club back within single digits. Second one rounds around and drops through, and it's an 18-9 ball game. 9-point Viper edge. And a timeout taken. We'll keep it here. Tomorrow night, we'll have the football banquet for you on Vype. 6:30, give or take, for the start time from the Oasis. Beautiful restaurant not too far, just down the street from Vandegrift High School. And Coach Drew Sanders will be honoring the 2025 Vandegrift State semifinalists. Great year football team had. And we'll be off on Friday night. Vipers have a bye. I checked the schedule to see if the girls had a game, but they've got the bye at the same week, so. Looks like I'll be at home monitoring our other broadcasts and preparing for Snowpocalypse 2026. Next game, 1 week from tonight, back at the Viper Pit against arch rival Vista Ridge, Vandegrift's oldest rival. But a lot of time left in this one. Vipers with a 9-point lead, bringing it up. Here comes the 4 across the timeline. There he gets it across to Herring. Pass, or Herring with the floater in the paint, up and in. Faked me out. I thought he was going to pass it away, but he put it up and in instead. And Herring's having a great night. 5:25 to go. Passing the far side. Back over to Foster. Foster back to Davis. Davis between the circles on the Stony Point logo at half court. Pass near side to Jones. Ball poked away by Herring, but they get it back. And then I think Herring flagged for the foul. First foul for Destin Herring. Vipers with 4 fouls in this quarter. 2-3 versus Stony Point. So one more Vandegrift foul will send the Tigers to the line to shoot 2. With that dumb rule that UIL put in a couple years ago. Pass to the near side. Almost stolen away. This is Foster. Out on top to Davis. Far side to Claude. Pass in the paint and threw it away. Nice idea from Carter Jones. He had a player underneath the bucket. The player was looking to crash the boards. Didn't see the pass coming. And the ball goes back to Vandegrift. DeFore bringing it up. Working against Foster. Those two have been going at it all night long. Gets it across the line over the block in front of the Tiger bench. Trying to get it down low to Troska, but the ball poked away by the Tigers. Here comes Stony Point right to left. Got away with a carry. Back out to Foster. Left side, Lineberger off the iron, no good. Ball tipped up in the air, and then we're going to get a foul called away from the basketball, I believe, on Stony Point. Yep, going to be called on R.J. Claude, his first. That's the 14th foul. So Vipers will go to the line to shoot 2 with the next Tiger foul. Block. Over to Aronica. Back over to Block. Back to Aronica. Back to Block. Nice patience. Get it across the timeline. Far side over to Herring. Vipers doing a much better job taking care of the basketball tonight. I would imagine it's helpful that they're not facing a Westwood or a Round Rock defense, but still taking care of the basketball. Back out on top to Kirkendall. Back over to Block. To Aronica, far side. Looking for Herring. He's not there. He gets it back to Troska. Troska kicks it over far side. Herring thought about 3, pulled it down, gets it back out to Kirkendall. Good patience. Up by 11. Just taking care of the basketball, getting a good shot. Aronica pass to the near side of Block. Back to Aronica off the screen from Troska. Not Troska, Morosco, pardon me. That's Herring for 3 from beyond the arc, off the iron, no good. The rebound pulled down. Could have been over the back, not called. Here comes Stony Point. Dribble drive, pass over to the left side. Back on top they go to Foster. Foster gets back to Davis. Almost threw it away, but Foster tracks it down. 3:20 to go. Far side to Claude. And a foul called here on the Vipers. That might be on Herring. That is. And it's going to be 2 on Destin Herring. So I keep calling Ben Morosco, Carter Troska. I know better. That is the 5th Viper foul in the quarter, so it'll be 2 free throws coming up here for the Tigers. And the first one up and rattled out, no good. From R.J. Claude. Looking for his first points of the night. Hits 1 out of 2. Claude's in the books. There's a Vandegrift lead to 10. Still double digits. 3:12 to go. Viper basketball. Aronica bringing it up. Gets it over to block far side. Back to Aronica. Pushes it up to Kirkendall. Kirkendall to Morosco. Left post and draws a foul on the way to the hoop. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Benny Morosco, the sophomore. 2 free throws coming up. Free throw up, and no good. It's the second one. So Morosco in the books. Vipers rebuild the 11-point lead, 21-10, with inside of 3 minutes to go. Out on top to Foster. Foster over the far side. Carter back to Foster. Good pass down low. Maybe one pass too many. Shot off the iron, no good. Kirkendall with the rebound. Stripped away by Stony Point. And then the shot and the foul to be called on Kirkendall. Tough break there. Had it for a moment. Lost it. And then the foul on the putback. And a chance for the 3-point play here. Off the iron, no good. The rebound pulled down by Aronica. That was Carter Jones with that putback. Missed the free throw, so the lead stays at 9. Pass over the far side to Kirkendall. Kirkendall to Troska. Or to Morosco, pardon me. There's a block for 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound. Bodies flying, and Aronica tripping over Joe Davis. Good to see both players get up for that one. And the foul going to be called here on Davis. That's 2 on him for Stony Point. So Maddox Aronica, the 6-foot junior point guard, to shoot 2, and the first one's good. As Brandon into 4, checking back in. So the Vipers maintain their lead with those 2 key players getting some rest on the bench. Aronica hits them both. This Viper squad is deep. 23-12. Pass on top, now over here to the near side. Carter back on top. Kick it over to Davis. In the corner. Back on top. They're going to throw that away. That's going to be over in the back. The ball will go back to Vandegrift with 2:12 to go. McNeil hanging around over at Westwood. 31-22. Westwood leading, but only by 9. DeFore with it. Pass on the far side to Brandon. No look past the block in the left post. Cut off, double teamed in the corner. Back on top to DeFore, who tracks it down with the head fake and traveled. Yep. Started to shoot and then came down with it and basically passed it to himself, which you can't do. And the ball goes back to Stony Point with 2:03 to go. This is where the Vipers got in a roll to close out the first quarter. Let's see if they can get a stand here on defense and get some more separation. Passing the far side to Carter. Or Claude, pardon me. At the free throw line. Back on top they go to Foster. On the right post. Shot put up and in. Nice job by Lineberger to get the position. 23-14. Vipers nursing a 9-point lead. Here comes Block across the line. Still with it. Behind the back dribble between the circles. 90 seconds to go. Behind the back. Spin move in the paint. Nowhere to go. Pass down low to Morosco. There's Aronica for 3 off the iron. No good. The rebound tipped, batted, and controlled by Stony Point. Good look shot, just wouldn't go. Here comes Claude, has the ball stripped away by Aronica. And DeFore with the breakaway goes up and fouled from behind, close to being a block. Nice job by DeFore to draw the foul on R.J. Claude. That's 2 on Claude, and DeFore will go to the line to shoot 2. Viper defense with the quick hands. DeFore, surprisingly, looking for his first points of the night. And jinxed him, he missed the first one. Brosh and Pemberton checking back in for the Tigers. Henry DeFore, the 5'11 senior point guard. It's 1 out of 2, gets it back to a double-digit lead. 24-14 coming up on the 1-minute mark in this first half. Passing the far side out to Foster. Foster near side. Foster gets it back. Thought about 3, pulls it down. Kicks it over to Pemberton. Pemberton. Brosh driving on the baseline and traveled. Goes back to Vandegrift with 56.5 seconds to go. Passing the far side. DeFore will bring it up. Pass over the block, far side. To Brannon in the paint. And muscles his way to the hoop. Hayden Brannon having himself a half. 26-14, 35 seconds to go. In the paint. Bounce pass over here to the near side. Driving on the baseline. Cut off nicely by Morosco. Brannon pins him in the corner. Forces the interception. DeFore with a 2-on-1 break. Right side to the hoop. Up and in. Henry DeFore. Here comes that Viper flurry I was talking about. 16 seconds. Got to get the stop on defense now. In the paint. Turnaround jumper up and in from Davis. 6 seconds to go. Alley-oop to Brannon. Tracks it down to the baseline. Fade away. Nice shot by Hayden Brannon to close out the first half. First half closed out in a flurry. I couldn't even keep up. I think the scoreboard might have it wrong. Let's say 32-14. I'm going to check it. But we'll keep it here until they fix that. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think we had that much. It should be 30-16, and that's what it was going so fast, they got it confused. But still, a good second quarter for the Vipers. They take a 30-16 lead into the locker room at halftime as Jim and Kathy Brannon met them last week. They say, go Vipers, back in California. Hope you folks had a safe trip. Good to see you again. And boy, you're missing. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast because Hayden Brannon, 5, 7, 9, 11 points in that first half. But we'll take a break, get all the scoring numbers put together in the first half. Vipers lead at 30-16 at the half. You're watching Vandegrift Vipers basketball on the Vype Live Network. All right, nice job by those young ladies. Not even going to try to talk over that. 30-16 to score here at the end of the first half. Vipers led at 14-6 after the first quarter, an 8-point lead. And we're basically trading buckets throughout most of the second quarter, but as they did in the first quarter, a late burst to get some separation and lead it now 30-16. Unofficial scoring numbers look like this. First for the Tigers is Devin Lineberger with 6 points, 4 points for Joe Davis, and then 2 points apiece for Carter Jones and Blake Brosh, and a single point from the free throw line for Jace Foster and R.J. Claude for Stony Point to bring them up to 16 points as their offensive woes continue well under the pace. They're averaging 47.6 points per game right now. They're on pace to score just 32, so this Viper defense getting it done. For the Viper offense, another nice game against Stony Point by Hayden Brandon. He's got 11 points in the ball game, the only player in double digits, being supported by Destin Herring with 8 points in the game, 4 points for Maddox Aronica, 3 points apiece for Henry DeFore and Trey Block, and a single point from Vinny Morosco off the bench from the free throw line to close out the scoring for the Vipers, up to 30 points in the game, ahead of their average. As I mentioned, the Vipers are off on Friday night. Our next broadcast will be 1 week from tonight against arch rival Vista Ridge from back at the Viper Pit. We will have one game for you in the district on Friday night. It's a good one. McNeil hosting Round Rock. That's going to be an important game with playoff implications there. So you can check it out on Vype.com if you've got nothing to do on Friday night. And Adam Newberg will have the call for McNeil against Round Rock from McNeil High School on Friday night. And again, the football banquet coming up tomorrow night at about 6:30 from the Oasis. Coach Drew Sanders and the Viper football team being celebrated tomorrow night with their annual banquet. We'll have that for you on Vype.com as well. If you don't see the link right away, go to Vype.com and do a search for Vandegrift, and you should see it and be able to enjoy that and have it on in the background. A long night to celebrate Viper football. While we got a minute, we again want to thank Mr. Trey Herring and the Vandegrift Boys Basketball Booster Club, along with our full court sponsor, Ryan Companies, Commercial Real Estate Development and Construction. Our half-court sponsors, Independence Title and Epiphany Dermatology. Our three-point sponsors, Quinlan Park Dental and Heinz Pool and Spa. And our game-day sponsors are Herring Pool Services, Austin Aesthetic Atelier, Med Spa and Wellness Care in Austin, Prep U Body Care Products for Teens, New Virtual Functional Wellness Clinic, and the Underwood team at Compass. Thank you to all those folks for making it possible for us to come out here and broadcast Vandegrift Viper basketball. We'll take one more break, be back in time for the second half tip-off. You're watching Vandegrift Vipers basketball on the Vype Live Network. Welcome back to Stony Point. Just a few seconds away from the start of the second half. Merle Bertrand here with you. Vipers already on the court. I tell you what, Coach Jaime Sierra, he looked very businesslike watching that JV game. He knows these Vipers need to get back on track if they're going to have any chance at making a run for the district title. They can still do it. They get one more crack at both Round Rock and Westwood, so if they can knock off Westwood and maybe get some help, they could get a share of the district title. But more importantly for Vandegrift right now, it's a matter of getting into the playoffs and trying to stay the top seed in Division II, which comes down to school enrollment. They would be there if the playoffs ended today. We'll talk about that. It's confusing. We'll talk about that more as we get into it, and hopefully the Vipers are into the playoffs. We'll kind of track that and let you know how it all shakes out. It can mean the difference getting a home game on a road game and getting a team that's playing around 500 basketball versus one of the top teams in the area like a Westlake or somebody like that. But first things first, you got to get there Vipers off to a good start here tonight. Vandegrift going right to left in the second half is underway from Stony Point. DeFore, Block, Herring, Kirkendall, and Brandon, the starting five on the court for Vandegrift. Back on top the block. Vipers going right to left, so they'll be close in your shot. As we're all set from center court a little bit. Good pass to Herring, up and in. So good start, nice ball movement. 32-16. Vipers have doubled up the Tigers. Passing the far side over to Davis. Davis over to Claude. Claude over to Brosh in the far corner. And he lost it out of bounds. The ball will go back to Vandegrift. So Vipers with a bucket and a turnover to start the second half. Vandegrift basketball coming from right to left. Here comes DeFore. Working against Foster. Gets it across the timeline in front of the scoring table. Keeps the dribble alive in front of his own bench. Pass to Herring in the far corner. Herring out the block. Back to DeFore off the iron, no good. The rebound cleared by Brosh. Outlet pass over to the near side to Davis. Davis bringing it up left to right. In the paint, somebody's got to stop him. Floater from the paint, hits the shot, draws a foul. Looks like they are going to count that bucket. And the foul called on Destin Herring. That's his third, so he's got to be smart now. 3-point play. (32-19). Vipers by 13 with the basketball. Inside of 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. Aronica drug the foot, says the official. Call for traveling. So a little lapse of concentration here for Vandegrift. See if they can turn up the screws on defense and get the ball back. Foster across the timeline. Pass to the near side to Davis. Back to Davis again. Over to Foster. Foster between the circles. Over to Claude now, far side. Back to Foster. To Claude. To Brosh. In the paint. Ball poked away, but Stony Point gets it back. Lost it again, but they get it back again. Dribble drive, right side. Jumper from the right side, off the iron. Too strong rebound, pulled down by Kirkendall. Over to Aronica, far side. Maddox Aronica dribbling through traffic, keeps the dribble alive. Kicks it over to Block on the near side. Back to DeFore, back to Block. He'll tee up a three. Nope, he's going to drive the baseline. Spin move. Lost the handle, gets it back. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Dangerous pass, but DeFore tracks it down. DeFore shakes off the defense in the paint. To the hoop. No good, but he draws a foul. He's so good, so explosive to the hoop. And Henry DeFore will go to the line to shoot two. As he draws a foul on whom? That's going to be called on Jace Foster, just his first. DeFore 1 for 2 from the stripe. 3 points in the ball game. Missed that free throw. As Ethan Fox, a 6'3" sophomore, going to come in. Hits 1 out of 2. 33-19. Vipers by 14. Pass to the near side. Now back out between the circles. This is Davis. Cut off nicely by Aronica. Back out on top to go to Foster. Foster. Back over to Davis. Bounce pass in the corner to Brosh. Brosh right on the baseline. Shot blocked by Brandon, but over to Claude on the far side. That's got to be an offensive foul. Not called, and the shot put up and in from Devin Lineberger. And what is the call here? Lineberger given credit with the bucket. And it's Viper basketball. A foul called on Kirkendall, and that's 3 on Preston Kirkendall. So a couple of Vipers in a bit of foul trouble here. Pass over to DeFore. DeFore on the far side to Kirkendall. To Brandon. Brandon pulls up jumper. Left side, drains it. So Hayden Brandon puts out the fire. Back up to a 14-point edge, 35-21. Driving on the baseline. They kick it back out. 4-3 from beyond the arc. Hit it. Nice shot by Jay Foster. Stony Point not going away. They're back within 11, 35-24. Near side, Kirkendall. Nice pass to DeFore, down low, clear some space. Turn around, up and in from Henry DeFore. Nice body control by the young man. 37-24. Pass near side, Claude. Back on top to Foster. Foster, dribble drive. Up in the air, nowhere to go. Gets it out to Claude for three. Hit it. Stony Point hitting up from downtown. Back-to-back trays. And a timeout going to be taken by head coach Jaime Serra. Doesn't like what he sees. I'm not a math major, but I know the 3 points is more than 2, and Stony Point has pulled back within 10 here. 37-27, 4:22 to go in the third quarter. Take you inside the Viper huddle here. All right, Viper basketball, 4:22 to go third quarter with a 10-point lead. Led by 14 at the half. Tigers have trimmed it to 10. Inbound to DeFore. Stony Point with some pressure. Kirkendall pushes it up near side. Dribble drive. Sweeney, ooh, that's got away with an offensive foul. The shot up and in. Check that was Ethan Fox. May have gotten away with an offensive foul, but it wasn't called, so we'll count the bucket. 39-27. Nice job there by Fox. Passing the far side to Foster. Foster dribble drive. To Claude. Down low in the right post. Kicking it back out. Now in the corner. Brosh for three. Far corner. Drains it. Third three-pointer of this half. First one for Blake Brosh. And it's back to a 9-point lead. Back to single digits for Vandegrift. Veronica does get it across the line and finally draws a foul. Foul going to be called on Joe Davis. That's his third. As Carter Jones checking in, the 6'3 sophomore. Comes in for Brosh. Veronica, Fox, DeFore, Brandon, and Kirkendall on the court right now for Vandegrift. Back on top to DeFore. Out on top, ball poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Vandegrift with 3:24 to go third quarter. Approaching that time in the quarter, the Vipers have put on the surge in each of the first two quarters. Can't count on doing that. As Trey Block comes in for Ethan Fox. Fox, nice job off the bench, giving Block a breather and contributing while he was out on the court. DeFore with it. Passing the far side to Veronica. Cutter not there, gets it out to Brandon. Give and go to DeFore. He'll tee up a three, left side. Off the iron, no good. The rebound pulled down by Stony Point. Nice look, just couldn't get the shot to go. Here come the Tigers, trailing by 9. Got up in the air with nowhere to go, but managed to recover over on the far side. Now driving to the baseline. Back on top, 4-3, left side. That is, they finally missed one. Rebound controlled by the Vipers. Block comes away with it. Nice stand on defense. Here comes DeFore across the timeline. Inside of 3 minutes to go. DeFore to the hoop. Nobody stops him, goes up, lost the handle out of bounds. And it'll stay with Vandegrift. There's a block shot. Poked out of bounds, and Destin Herring comes back in for Veronica. DeFore inbounded on the baseline. Nice pass, ball poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Vandegrift. 2:45 to go third quarter. Substitution coming in for the Tigers. Devin Lineberger, the 6'6" senior, coming in. Comes in for Davis. DeFore to inbound. Gets it in the block in front of his own bench. Block backing it out to reset the offense. Gets it over to DeFore. DeFore on the attack. Keeps the dribble alive. Spin move in the paint. Floater off the iron. No good. The rebound pulled down by Lineberger. Good look. Just a shot wouldn't go. Vipers have gone a little cold here in this third quarter. Pass over on the right wing. Claude with it. Splits the defense. Again got up in the air. Nowhere to go. Gets it over to the left side. Over in the far corner to Victorian, who's checked into the ball game. Back out to Claude. Claude on the attack. Left side. Up and in. Don't look now, but it's a 7-point game, 39-32. Fans from the far side starting to get back into it. Tough to win on the road. DeFore pushes it up. Dangerous pass. Loose on the court. Brandon tracks it down for the Vipers. Inside of 2 minutes to go. Over to Kirkendall, far side. Reverse layup up and in from Preston Kirkendall. Boy, do the Vipers need that. His first points of the night, believe it or not. 41-32, 1:40 to go, third quarter. On the attack, left side. And the ball intercepted, but a foul called. Ball called on Henry DeFore. That's 3 on DeFore. So 3 Vipers with 3 fouls. Brandon coming out. No, he's not. Kirkendall's coming out as Vinny Marasco checks in along with Maddox Aronica. Comes in for DeFore to protect DeFore with the 3 fouls. There's a shot for 3 from the far corner. He drains it. Oliver James off the bench with the 3. Man, they've been shooting lights out here in this third quarter. It's a 6-point lead for Vandegrift. Veronica far side over to Herring. Morosco, right post. Muscles his way to the hoop, goes up and draws a foul. One, two, three, 4 3-pointers from 4 different players in this quarter for Stony Point. Lineberger picks up the foul. That's his first. And Vinny Morosco 1 for 2 from the stripe with 2 free throws. The first one is up and short. Brosh checking back in. Westwood pulling away, fourth quarter, 53-37 over McNeil. Second free throw good for Morosco. Back up to a 3-possession game now, 42-35. Pass down low to Lineberger. Missed a point blank shot. Missed another one. Fighting for the rebound, and the Vipers coming away with a nice job by Aronica on the boards. Give and go to Herring. Cut off in the baseline. Gets it back to Aronica for 3. Left side. Drains it! Boy, did they need that. What a sequence. Back up to a 10-point lead just like that. And the pass intercepted by Aronica. 3 on no break. Aronica slows it down, gets it over the block for 3 left side. Drains another one. What a flurry. There it is. There's that late quarter surge we've seen in the first quarter and the second quarter. And it's bailed out the Vipers. They lead it now by 13 after the lead had been shrunk to 6. Morosco with the free throw. Then the good work on the boards, the outlet pass, a 3-pointer from Aronica, an interception, a 3-pointer from Trey Block, a 7-0 run, and it's a 48-35 lead here with 41.4 seconds to go in the third quarter. And if you're Coach Jaime Sierra over there, you're saying, did you see how fast this same size lead disappeared early in this quarter? Cannot afford to lose concentration, especially on the road. It's so tough to win road games. I think I saw somewhere, depending on the quality of the opponent, it's a 5 to 10-point advantage for the home team. .4 seconds to go, third quarter. Vipers up by 13 again. Stony Point basketball. Tigers will inbound it on their own baseline. Brandon, Block, Herring, Morosco, and Aronica on the court here for this final 40 seconds of the third quarter. Double team trap. Vipers are so good at this. And the ball almost stolen away. Dish over to the left side. Kick it over to the Brosh in the right corner. He'll launch a 3 from the right side off the top of the rim. Rebound by Lineberger. Gets it over to Block. Bounce pass, left side, Aronica. He'll tee up a three again. Rimmed out, no good. The rebound, Brosh. And foul by either Block or Morosco with 14.3 seconds to go. Either way, that's a good foul. Only the first foul called on Trey Block and only the 14th foul, so not a shooting foul. Just don't want to put him at the line again. 14.3 seconds to go. That's 4 fouls on Vandegrift in the quarter. Claude gets it over the far side, back to Claude. 10 seconds at the half-court line. In the corner, right side. Cross-court, intercepted by Herring. 5 seconds. 4, he'll launch it. Nope, right side, Brandon. At the buzzer! Off the iron, no good. And what started out as a shaky third quarter turned into a pretty decent one. The Vipers will take a 13-point lead into the break at the end of quarter number 3. You're watching Vandegrift Vipers basketball on the Vype Live Network. Welcome back to Stony Point High School. Merle Bertrand here with you. Vipers are actually outscored in that quarter at 19-18 by Stony Point, but had a pretty good cushion. And we'll take a 13-point lead here into this fourth quarter. Tiger basketball on this Tuesday night. Claude, far side, double team trap to the free throw line. And ball stripped away, and a foul going to be called here on the Vipers. They're going to get, I believe, Aronica. His second. Vipers with a trapping defense here in the second half, and it's put the pressure on these Tigers. Out on top to Claude. Picked up by Aronica over here to the near side to Oliver James. Back to Claude. At the free throw line to Spikes. Shot off the iron, no good. The rebound loose on the court, and coming away with it is Block. He's got a 4-on-2 break. Block pushed it near side to 4. Thought about 3, pulled it down. He'll dribble it back out and reset the offense with a 13-point lead. Now he shakes off the defense, keeps the dribble alive. Back out to Aronica. Far side to Herring. Back to Brandon. He'll launch a 3 from beyond the arc. Rimmed out. Did everything but go down. The rebound pulled down by Oliver James. You forget that Hayden Brandon can shoot from outside. Claude, far corner. Claude gets it back now. Back to James, back to Claude. 1 minute gone in this fourth quarter. Vipers by 13. On the attack right side, James bounce pass into the corner. Driving, baseline jumper. That's going to be short, and the rebound pulled down by Block. Behind the back dribble. Pushes it up to Aronica. Near side, lost it out of bounds. Just took his eye off the basketball. And Coach Jaime Sierra ages another week on the sidelines. So here comes Joe Davis bringing it up across the timeline. Picked up by Kirkendall and Block. Pass over here to the near side. Launches the 3. That rimmed out. Rebound tipped and controlled by Brandon. He hands it off the Block. Block brings it across the timeline. Keeps the dribble alive. Into the paint. To the hoop. And they're going to call an offensive foul. What in the world are they calling there? Coach Jaime Sierra gets a technical. First technical that I've seen called on him this year. I don't understand what that was all about at all. Block on the way to the hoop. There's no way that's an offensive foul. Coach Sierra out on the court, draws a tee. And at the free throw line is Jace Foster. Misses the free throw. That was a terrible call. Foster missed them both. He's getting an explanation from the official. He is not satisfied with that explanation, but he's getting one anyway. So Tiger basketball. Pass on the near side to Davis. Double team trap. Kicked it off his foot. Loose ball in the court. Scramble for it. And we're going to get a jump ball. And the possession there should be Vandegrift. And coach wanting over in the back. He's got a case to be made as the ball dribble off of the Stony Point foot. Doesn't get the call. So the officials have missed another one, but it's Viper basketball. Inbound to DeFore. Over the block, far side. Block to Herring. Herring, the floater in the paint. No good. Battled for the rebound. Gets it over to Kirkendall. Back out to DeFore for three. Drains it! Starting to feel a little better about life if you're a Viper fan now. 16-point lead, biggest of the night. After Stony Point, it got it down to 6. Double team trapped again, and there's going to be traveling called. So when the Vipers get in trouble, they turn up the screws on defense, and they're doing it again here in this fourth quarter. As Brock's going to check back in, along with Oliver James. And looks like a timeout taken on the court here with 5:47 to go. Game number 9 of 16 in the district. If you missed it in the pregame, these are the standings coming in tonight. Westwood's going to win, it looks like. They're leading by 16 in the fourth quarter last I saw. So Westwood will go to 9-0. Round Rock taking on Vista Ridge tonight. That's a home game from Round Rock. You would think Vista Ridge would win that one. So the Vipers need to win this one to keep pace with the Dragons. Cedar Ridge with a big game against Hutto. Vista Ridge and Cedar Ridge right now tied for the fourth and final playoff spot. Vista Ridge won the first matchup, so the Rangers have the tiebreaker over the Raiders right now at the halfway mark. Vipers don't care about any of that. They just want to maintain the 16-point lead for the final 5 minutes and 47 seconds to get out of here with a win. Herring inbounds at 2-4. And they call James with a little bit of a flop foul. Henry DeFore thought maybe the foul was called on him. That was close. That was a borderline play. James, a bit of an acting job. Now up to Herring. Herring, Kirkendall for three, left side. That's off the iron, no good. The rebound tracked down by James and the Tigers. Here comes Stony Point, left to right. Bounce pass right side. To James on the baseline. Ball kicked away, loose on the court. Shot up. No good. Rebound, battling for it. Shot blocked and a foul. Nice job on the boards there by Caden Spikes for Stony Point, and the foul called here on Vandegrift. Who's it going to be on? It's going to be a shooting foul. Called on Brannon, and that's 3 on Hayden Brannon. DeFore, Herring, Brannon, and Kirkendall all with 3 fouls, but we're midway through this fourth quarter, and the free throw cleaned off the rim and fell away for Caden Spikes. Looking for his first point of the night. Found the range on the second one. (51-36). Vipers by 15 with the basketball. DeFore over the block. No look pass. Far side to Brannon. Off the glass, up and in. That's money right there. Hayden Brannon. 53-36. 5 minutes to go in regulation time. Pass right side to Jones. Jones to James in the paint. Wild shot off the glass, no good. And then a foul called away from the basketball, battling for the rebound. Going to be called here on the Vipers. On Trey Block. That'll be 2 on Trey. Team fourth, so one more in Stony Point will shoot free throws. That one on the floor, so not a free throw. Pass near corner for 3, right side off the iron. Short rebound pulled down by Brannon. Outlet past the block, a little behind him, but he tracks it down. Goes to the hoop, up and in. Good outlet from Brandon. A fine block streaking up the court. Double team trap. Vipers with the biggest lead of the night now in 19. Give and go left side. Ooh, Brandon got up in the air and drew the foul. And that'll be 4 on Hayden Brandon. And that will be a shooting foul. So we'll see if Coach, he's going to send in Vinny Marasco and protect Hayden Brandon here. Try to buy a few minutes. Carter Jones at the line. First free throw up and good. Brandon, a nice night, comes out of the ball game with 15 points, 11 of those in that first half. His night may not be done yet, however, 55-37. And second free throw up and good from Carter Jones. 55-38. Vipers in command, but you want to finish out strong heading into a bye week. Pass over to DeFore, near side. DeFore backing it out near the Stony Point logo near half court. Now he starts his attack. Try to get it down to Marasco. The ball poked away and stolen back by Herring. Good hands. Loose ball in the court. Scramble for it. Stony Point comes up with it. Claude across the timeline. Being harassed by DeFore. Shot. Wild off the glass. And Marasco with the rebound. Gets it over to DeFore. Far side. Vipers just need to settle down here. Block. Got the ball inside of 4 minutes to go and a 17-point lead. Just burned some clock at a good shot. Brosh guarding block. Block on the attack. Backs it back out. Hands it off to Herring. Over to DeFore, far side. Looking for the backdoor cut. Not there. Now DeFore in front of his own bench. To Herring at the free throw line. Back out the block. Block on the attack. Vipers have done a good job here. They burned off about 30 seconds. And now the foul called. That's just foul number 2 on Stony Point. Agden Pemberton checking back in along with Joe Davis. Jace Foster. And number 23, Joshua Martin for Stony Point. That foul was called on Claude. That's his third. And there's a steal on the inbound pass. Here comes Stony Point, but could not control it on the sideline. Good effort by Martin. Just couldn't quite get his feet underneath him. Ball goes back to the Vipers with 3:18 to go. Herring to Aronica, who's come into the ball game. They call traveling. Back to Stony Point, 3:15 to go. Martin, across the timeline, gets it over on the baseline, driving. Pemberton, double team trapped on the baseline, nowhere to go, gets it over the far side for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down. Nice job by Vinny Marasco. Got it over to Herring, over the block. Back to Herring. Gets it across the timeline to Aronica, far side to block. Block, that's going to be an offensive foul, I think. Maybe they call a block. Ooh. We'll take it, that was close. Foul called on Caden Spikes, his second. That'll put Trey Block to the line to shoot 2. Maybe adjusted his body just a little bit the last second. They've gone final at Westwood, 73-56, Westwood over McNeil. They don't call it a shooting foul. Wait, now they got to wait. Not sure why it's not a shooting foul, but they're going to call it on the floor, and the Vipers inbound to the baseline. Inbound to Marasco. Nice job getting between the defense, up and in. Vinny Marasco with the bucket. 57-38. He's just a sophomore. I can't wait for him to get a little bit more seasoning. And there's a double team trap in the corner and a jump ball. Possession stays with Stony Point with 2:31 to go. Vipers have matched their biggest lead of the night, so the game is in hand, it appears, 57-38. But heading into a bye, they want to finish strong. Pass left side, ball poked away and stolen by Veronica. Loose ball on the court. Scramble for it, rolls out of bounds, and it'll stay with Stony Point. Joshua Martin inbound that gets it in out on top. Picked up by Kirkendall. And block almost with the steal. Right side, Martin has a corner shot for three. Drains a nice shot for Caleb Ringer with the three. His first points of the night. And then traveling the call on Vandegrift. 2:09 to go, 57-41. Vipers just being a little sloppy here in the second half. Not enough to cost them the game against Stony Point, but it will against a playoff caliber team. That ball batted away, stolen by Aronica. Nice hustle to Herring, and Morosco comes up with the basketball. Nice hands, good hustle by Vandegrift. Bounce pass to Kirkendall. He's going to go to the hoop, up and in. And a timeout taken with 1:52 to go. Preston Kirkendall with the bucket. Nudges it back up to an 18-point lead, 59-41. One minute, 52 seconds to go in this ball game. Second half of District 25 6A play kicking off tonight in Stony Point. Vipers looking for their first win in this gym since 2019-2020. Trying to snap a two-game losing streak. They appear to be in pretty good shape. Some new faces in the ball game. Grant Williams, number 22. Number 13, Aiden Sweeney. Aronica still on the court. Morosco on the court. Number 35 is Carter Troska. So Coach Sierra protecting his starters from a freak injury here. The final 100 seconds or so. Near side. This is Claude. Gets it over on the left wing to Ringer. Over to Claude. Bounce pass right side, floater off the iron, no good. The rebound fought for loose on the court. Right-handed putback by Lineberger, no good. And coming down with the rebound is Carter Troska. Gets it over to Erotica. Ball poked away, loose ball. Stony Point comes up with it. But stolen right back from Erotica. They're going to get him with a reach-in foul. I don't like that call, but they're going to get Erotica with his third foul. And it will be a shooting foul, so Stony Point will shoot two free throws with 1:17 to go. Joshua Martin at the free throw line, looking to get his name in the scorebooks tonight. Won't do it there. That one off the back iron. Vipers have exceeded their scoring average and have held Stony Point under what they've given up. As Martin hits 1 out of 2. 59-42. Across the timeline is Sweeney. Gets it. Erotica with it. In the corner. Troska for three, right side. Rimmed out, no good. Morosco there for the rebound. Put it up and in. No. Morosco gets his own rebound again. Working hard. Put it up and in. Benny Morosco. Good work on the boards. 61-42, inside of a minute to go, 19-point edge. Left side over to Martin. Back to Claude. He is working on Sweeney. Pass down low, right side, Lineberger. Morosco cuts him. So Lineberger hit the first of two free throws. Off the iron short, and the rebound pulled down by Sweeney. Bad pass, tracked down to the far side by Williams. Good hustle to save the possession. Over to Sweeney. 27 seconds to go. Deflected. Erotica comes out with it. Over to Troska. This time he pulls it down. 20 seconds. In trouble. Try to get it to Williams. The ball stolen away by Stony Point. Loose on the court. Still a scramble. Far side. to Claude in the corner, driving to the baseline, reverse layup up and in. R.J. Claude has had a nice night and a losing cause. 4 seconds to go. 1 second, and that is going to do it. The Vandegrift Vipers come on the road to Stony Point and get their first win in 6 years to open up the second half of district play, 61-45 with a win tonight over the Stony Point Tigers. So we will take a break, be back to get the scoring numbers put together. I'm not sure if Coach will make his way up here or not. We'll see. If he does, we'll be ready. So we'll take an extended break and be right back. You're watching Vandegrift Vipers basketball on the Vype Live Network. Welcome back to Stony Point High School. Merle Bertrand here as the Vipers get a much-needed road win tonight, 61-45 over the Stony Point Tigers. We'll give you the very unofficial scoring numbers. First for the Tigers, led by R.J. Claude in double digits with 10 points on the night. A lot of guys got in the books for Stony Point. 9 points, Devin Lineberger. And then in no particular order here, I'm just going to go. Joe Davis with 6, 4 points for Jace Foster, 3 points for Oliver James, 4 points as well for Carter Jones, 5 points for Blake Brosh, a single point for Caden Spikes and Joshua Martin from the free throw line, and 3 points, a three-pointer in the fourth quarter for Caleb Bringer for Stony Point. The Tigers dropping to 4-21 overall, 3-6 as their playoff chances take a hit tonight here with the loss. Stony Point will next take on Vista Ridge at Vista Ridge on Friday night. And what is going to be an important game for both ball clubs there. For the Vandegrift Vipers, big night tonight again for Hayden Brandon, leading all scorers tonight with 15 points in the ball game. Also joining him in double digits, Destin Herring with 10 points, 9 points for Henry DeFore, 7 points for Maddox Aronic. And then I see 8 points for Trey Block. I missed that. 6 points for Rennie Morosco, 4 points for Preston Kirkendall, and 2 points off the bench for Preston Kirkendall. I checked that for Ethan Fox. As the Vipers improve to 21-6 for Vandegrift, 7-2 now in district play. We know that Westwood won. They are 9-0. The Vipers are 7-2. If Round Rock takes care of business tonight at Ridge, they would also be 7-2. So the Vipers maintaining pace, and there will be at least 2 games, possibly 3 games, ahead of the fourth-place teams with 7 games to go as the Vipers closing in on their 4th straight playoff appearance under head coach Jaime Sierra. Waiting to see if the Vipers are coming out of the locker room and if coach is going to make his way up here. Don't see anybody yet, so I'm going to take one more quick break. And if I don't see him by then, we'll be back to wrap it up. Vandegrift Vipers basketball on the Vype Live Network. And welcome back. I'm starting to see some of the Vipers come out of the locker room right now. So we'll hang here for just a moment or two and see if Coach makes his way up here. It is a school night and we're on the road, so he may not. Well, I saw one player come out, and that was it. I think we will go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll catch up with Coach next week after the bye and after the game against Vista Ridge at home. So we'll close it out. If I see him and he makes his way up here, I'll stop what I'm doing. But for now, thanks to Trey Herring and the Vandegrift Boys Basketball Booster Club, along with our full court sponsor, Ryan Companies, Commercial Real Estate Development and Construction, our half court sponsors, Independence Title and Epiphany Dermatology, our 3-point sponsors, Quinlan Park Dental and Hines Pool and Spa, and our game day sponsors are Herring Pool Services, Austin Aesthetic Atelier Med Spa and Wellness Care in Austin, Prep U Body Care Products for Teens, New Vitru Virtual Functional Wellness Clinic, and the Underwood team at Compass. Thank you to all of those fine folks for making it possible for us to come out here and broadcast Vandegrift Vipers basketball and for all that they do throughout the course of the year. Remember, the Vipers had the bye on Friday night, so we'll be back with you 1 week from tonight from the Viper Pit when Vandegrift faces their oldest rival, the Vista Ridge Rangers. And don't forget, tomorrow night, football banquet on the Vype Live Network, Vype.com. As we'll get on the air at about 6:30 for the banquet from the Oasis to celebrate the Vipers' state semifinal football team. But for now, on behalf of our QA tonight, Rosie Bega, our technical director, Stony Bincott, our communications director, and my better half, Christina Weber-Bertrand, this is Murrow Bertrand signing out from Stony Point High School, where the Vandegrift Vipers had defeated the Stony Point Tigers by a final score on the road, 61-45. Have a great week. Be safe with the bad weather coming in this weekend, and we'll see you next week for more Viper basketball right here on the Vype Live Network. Good night from Round Rock, Texas.